Okay, so a little while ago I went down to the river and I made Sago with some of the Kovol guys. Enjoy this little video that explains the process. This is Kavaluku, he's the boss man. He set all this up for us. He left his house before daylight this morning to hike 2 hours up the mountain to come and get me, hike back down, and now he's going to walk all day. What a guy. Okay, so behind me here are the Saksak trees or Sago trees, and these ones have grown quite a lot. Up here in the mountains they only grow by the river, which is why we've had to hike 2 hours down the mountain to find them. They're not growing as big as I've seen down on the coast, but eventually these will get pretty big and they can get food out of the trunk. And quite importantly too, the leaves here, well, when they get bigger obviously, they use these leaves to make thatching for their roofs, because these leaves don't shrink as they dry. So these are pretty valuable things. Clearing out the jungle, getting it ready. That's the tree we're interested in. So we cut around the bush around it, and now we've got to take the skin off this tree. So look at that bush knife work. They know what they're doing. Taking the skin off. And then when they get to that bark, that pulp, that they're gonna hit with a hammer, squash up a bit, and then squeeze the starch out of. Alright, they're making a little platform they're going to sit on, and someone's brought the Saksak hammers. That is a root from a tree, and they found a nice little iron cap to put on it, and they've got a Saksak hammer. So this is the work for today. That stretch is going to take all day, so they've already been at it for 2 days, and they've done this part here. So this is day 3, and there's one more day that they've marked. So yeah, a lot of work. This process involves quite a lot of water, and they've made their own aqueduct to bring water from a stream. There's a lot of stuff arriving that we need to process. Kavaluku, get your new baking tray ready. Okay, the baskets have arrived. They made them themselves. Now make it Timmy. So we store the basket. In it goes. Okay, so this is running water over it and then squeezing out all the starch. So it's going to fall through the basket. There's a little strainer underneath that of leaves, and then it will finally get caught in a leaf at the bottom. The part they want to eat is actually going to sink down to the bottom, and then the water nothing, they call it, or just float on the top, and they can skim that off. Alright, so now the water's dropping down and it's clear. It's not bringing any dust with it, so it's done. Just going to throw it away. Alright, so they're showing off the food that they gathered yesterday. Okay, so the starch has fallen down into there, and they're going to wait until the water evaporates off, and then they'll have Saksak powder that they can make food with. Alright, so it's time to put this in the bamboo here, like Kavaluku's doing. So you get a hold of it, and this stuff is firm. You grab it, you can squeeze it. It goes in. And there's the food for the day. And they're gonna add these nagi for a little taste, a little protein. Yeah. Oh, here it is. Alright, well, there's my bug thing. Alright, so it's 4:30. Time to get going. It's been a busy day. Oh, this is Trey. Let me still hike. You know, you start asking questions about your life, like why is the sun still so hot at 5 o'clock in the evening? If I collapse, can it carry me? You know, big life questions like that. Whew. Oh, so we made it. That was a 10.5 hour day. But it's so productive getting to go out. Because beforehand I just nothing. Now I've got the pictures, I've got the recordings, I've experienced it. I can make educated, do educate questions, and then I can learn language. I was asked about weekend. Yo, did you try to eat? Back. I'm exhausted, but they got energy left.